survivor. I'm not gonna give. Well, hello everybody. Hey, it's Riffi. Yeah. Woo! How y'all doing? Y'all surviving? Look at you go, or look at you stay home. Yeah, very good work you're doing there. Isn't it crazy to think the whole world is pretty much doing the same stuff? Staying home, I mean, as much as they can, if they don't have to go out and do something, but there you go. Don't you feel connected to the whole globe, right? Aren't you a team player? Aren't you good? You're awesome, yeah. So you might think, what's the good news out of this madness? Well, there is lots, actually. The best news is that it's going to end, so don't worry about that. I'm going to start off with something I think is pretty funny. It's a city called Nairobi. I reckon it's in Kenya. And the citizens of Nairobi can see rather clearly for the first time in a long time Mount Kenja, which is not a subtle thing when the air is clear enough to see it. The residents in Nairobi are so busy, or, because you could see it on a good day, but it's just very clear now. But people didn't really believe it, so they made a bunch of memes on the internet saying, hey, look, you can see Mount Kenja from the White House, or you can see the pyramids from Nairobi. It was pretty funny, I thought. I'll put a link below. You can check it out. It's pretty funny. So this is the thing, with the carbon out of control. It's amazing when people stop driving their cars and flying their planes, how quick the air can clear. I mean, wow. So I was looking around and I was thinking, oh my goodness, the air is getting so clear everywhere. How do you know how clear it's getting or how unclear it was? And there's a thing called the Atmospheric Quality Index. And you know what? Yeah, guess what? Yeah, that's not like a thing. I mean, it's a thing, but it's a different thing wherever you are, I guess. But it's vaguely similar in the various places where it is, so that's still sort of useful, I hope. You can at least compare it against itself in a specific spot, right? Like the Indian one, you can compare against the previous Indian numbers, so that's what I'll start with. So let's get into some air quality indices. Yeah, let's do it. So Delhi. I mean, the people in Delhi are amazed by the difference in their air quality right now. And there's a reason for that. They have an air quality index that they track, which in this case, 25... anything over 25 in the Delhi, or the Indian Air Quality Index, is kind of unsafe according to the WHO. So in Delhi on a good day, it's around 200, which is pretty bad. But on a bad day, it can go up to 900, or it can go right off the scale. So it's pretty crazy dirty air in Delhi. But since the lockdown, it's been hovering around 30. And after a little rain can bring that down as far as 7. So the air quality enthusiasts in Delhi are freaking out. Like, wow, let's go breathe. While we can. Go. The most dramatic difference is not so much the breathing as what you can see. Like in Kenya, in Jalandhar, Punjab, the Punjabi city of Jalandhar in the northern part of India, they can see, for the first time in 30 years, a Himalayan mountain range. It's like always been there, behind a fog of dirt in the air, and now they can see it. It's like 200 kilometers away from that city. So, I mean, that's some pretty clear air that you can see through to see those crazy, humongous Himalayas. Osman Siddiqi, which I'm probably also not saying correct, but he's a guy. He's linked down below. He took a picture of Mount Kenja from Nairobi, and it's a real picture. So credit to him. He's a little bit annoyed that he took just one picture out the window of a thing he can see quite easily. And it's getting so much attention, as opposed to the pictures of the birds, where he sneaks up in the birds. Hello, bird. Can I take a picture of you? Can you just turn the right way? And then I'll get a picture. That'd be great. Click. Okay, that's the birds, right? As opposed to the mountain. Hey, mountain, click. Okay, done. Another city enjoying some atmospheric clarity is Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles, it's a big city. It's a big, stinky, smoky city. The Big Smoke. Is that the Big Smoke? What city's the Big Smoke? Anybody? Anyone? I've heard that it's possibly the most polluted part of America. Amazing. But it has been getting better over and over. I saw a heat map that goes from 1995 showing how LA's air is getting cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. But you look down below there's a nice little green band. That's ever since the lockdown. It's been green, it's been greener, it's been under the scale. Like, they only go down to 50 in Los Angeles. So let's hope that 50 in America is not, on the same scale as the WHO. Because that's pretty bad, right? Twice as bad as what's bad, whatever. Well, Los Angeles, by their own measurements, has gone from the dirtiest air in anywhere, like everywhere. Well, not but worse in Delhi, I guess. Worse in America. From the dirtiest air in America to possibly sometimes the cleanest air in America. Amazing, huh? Maybe for a city. I don't know what they were talking about, but I just, that's what I got. By their own index, they usually hover between 50 and 100. On their extra bad days, they can go up to 300. But since the lockdown, they've basically been under 50. And that's mostly because of cars and airplanes. Somehow for a month, Los Angeles residents have been getting by without cars and airplanes, which is pretty amazing. Los Angeles has been getting better and better since 1995, according to this crazy heat map. And it's really kind of a perfect time of year for a lockdown to strike, because it's normally good this time of year anyway. So they must just be amazed. They must be amazed by the air. They must just be going out for breathing. Well, they can't go out. What do they do? I wonder if they have any crazy new views. Climb a building, you Los Angeles people. Take a look at those mountains or something. Anyways, hooray record lows. Huge respect out there to you Los Angeles people. That's physical evidence to show that what you're doing is working. Hopefully it works against the crazy disease as much as it works against pollution. You're doing good either way, and you've been doing better and better over the last few years. So hooray LA! Keep it up! Woo woo! So to review, in Delhi they've cut their pollution down. So you got to check out the links below. You can see before and after pictures from places like India and Africa. And Los Angeles, actually. Sometimes you can even sweep back and forth before, after, before, after. They might be a little bit dramatic because, you know, they have good days and bad days. But if an average day in Delhi is 200 and they get days now that are like 7, that's great, right? Woo-woo! I gotta wonder if the residents of these places are going to be inspired to think, well, maybe I don't need to drive my car so much. Or maybe the governments will be inspired and they'll say, hey, we don't have to have so many hospital beds if we can just get some electric trains going. I don't know. I'm a serious possibilist. We'll see what happens. We're going to keep an eye on it. Right now, we're celebrating the blue sky. We're staying home and, you know, I guess it's pretty hard times, but we're doing our best and you're doing your best. So hooray for you. Keep it up. Keep the spirit up. It's really funny for me to imagine these people in Nairobi. They're like so busy and they're running around and whatever they're doing. And once in a while, there's like a foggy, vague glimpse of this huge mountain. And they don't even look up because they're busy. Mr. Siddiqi was saying. And now it's so clear. You just have to look out the window and there's pow, mountains. Same in that's Jalandhar city in Punjab. I mean, it's good to have people around who've been around for longer than 30 years who can look and say, hey, I knew those mountains were there. That's not a surprise to me. It's great to see them again. Wow, wow. And then someone who's 25 is looking around and going, hey, man, okay, they're 200 kilometers away, but why can't I see those things more often? I hope. Just imagine being 20 and looking and seeing mountains on your horizon for the first time in your life. That must be pretty wild. Especially if you can't, you know, you don't have the resources to just go somewhere. Like fly to New York or something. Here are these crazy, world famous, eternal mountains. Pow. I think it's pretty amazing. What do you think? Am I going to get a comment on this video? Because that'd be cool. I'd love to hear back from you guys. Have you experienced something that you otherwise would not have experienced because of this crazy crisis? Something good? I'd really like to hear about it. So, you know, by all means, let me know. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.